You're watching TVC News at 1. Let's now cross live to our senior correspondent, Ivy Kana, who is standing by in Ojota, Lagos. Ivy, the police command is calling on residents to be particularly vigilant this period. Talk to us about why they're making this call at this time.
Okay, Abosade, that's because yesterday, precisely Thursday, about 1 a.m., they got a distress call from Mushin, and police officers were asked to go, attend to the distress call. That was where lots of arms, were recovered, and also some suspects were arrested. The CP stressed that it was because of the vigilance of the residents who noticed that something was amiss and called the police. That was why they were able to immediately, attend to their plight at Mushin area. That's the reason why he said this period people should be particularly very careful and watch out for, any disturbance that may happen around their area.
All right. And I know there you are in Ojota. I can see some vehicles behind you. I can also see some individuals who are gathered. You want to tell us what the situation is there, and especially also reflecting on the speech, the address of the Commissioner of Police and the assurances he gave to protesters.
Okay, when the Commissioner of Police and his team arrived here, something spectacular happened. The protesters who were there, he was persuading them to get into the park. He was persuading them to get into the park and, so that they can have a particular place where all of them were. But the protesters insisted that they were going to walk down to Alausa, where they said they wanted to present a letter to the governor stating their demands. Now, the CP reached an agreement at that point with them. The agreement was that I won't allow you get to Alausa from Ojota. They said, okay, if you are conceding to that for you, then you also allow us not to get into the park. We don't want to be in the park. And the CP said, okay, that's all right by me if you remain where you are. So that's how they reached what I'll call a gentleman's agreement between the protesters and the police. And since that agreement was reached, they've not gone past where, if you look behind me, where the press gentlemen are, they've not gone past there. So the police, CP also gave them assurance that if anything goes wrong here, they should hold him liable. That was a huge, promise to make, but he's keeping to that. He's been here since because they raised an issue that they were scared they were going to be attacked. CP said no, that since he was here, the policemen are here, and the policemen are here particularly to protect them. That's the important thing. So that was what happened here. The Commissioner of Police is still here, trying to make sure that, it does not escalate. What we have now is just a bit of rowdiness that happened before Sarah spoke to you. But now, I think we are all good.
And also behind you, we can see vehicles moving, quite steadily, no obstructions, no disruptions to, free flow of traffic there, right?
Ambassador, I must tell you one thing. We went on patrol with the Commissioner of Police, and activity has picked up. I think the only place we noticed that there's a bit of, it's not even restriction, it's just this particular lane at Ojota. Every other place in Lagos, shops have opened, restaurants have opened, and, activities have picked up.
All right, Eve Woma. Thank you very much, Ivy, for that update. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's now bring in the chairman of Papa Igomo Local Council Development Area, Fumilayo Akonde Mohammed, who joins us on the news at this time. Good to have you join us. It's day 2 of the protest. What is the situation in Papa Igomo? What feelers are you getting?